All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a putting lesson. I'm going to be going through some tips and tricks I've learned through my years that have helped me become a better putter and hold those putts when it counts. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so today we're going to really go over some of the putting basics. Essentially, what we're going to talk about today is a little bit of alignment, a little bit of stroke, a little bit of like eye position over the ball, and then the most important thing, keeping that putter moving towards your target. So one of the best things I've learned is a tip that my dad used to tell me. It would be straight back, straight through, straight in. And I know that sounds kind of simple, kind of sounds like, well, it's exactly what you're supposed to do. But a tendency I see people to have is they're going to obviously take it back a little bit inside, a little bit outside, maybe a little bit on like kind of a figure 8 pattern. And that's going to make it really, really hard to get that ball started on your target line. One thing I'm looking at is basically taking the wrists and the hands out of it. Essentially, I'm doing just this, guys. You can do this little bit of a drill. I've got my hands just dead weight here, and I'm just rotating my shoulders. That's essentially all this putting stroke is going to be. I'll show you from this side. I'm just letting my hands hang, rotating my shoulders. That's really what my putting stroke is going to look like, and that's just kind of emulate the lack of hands. My hands are they're not doing anything in this stroke at all. My hands are barely even holding onto the club. It's looking like this. You can see it's just a rotation of my shoulders. Essentially, my spine is a hinge that my shoulders are just rotating on, and that's going to allow me to keep that putter going straight back and straight through. Once I get my hands into it, I'm shutting the club face, I'm doing all this, and that's really what you're going to want to try to avoid, especially when it comes down to these pressure putts and you just got to get the ball started on your line. I'm going to show you what this looks like a little bit down by the ball. I want you guys to see what a stroke looks like, straight back, straight through, straight in. Also, guys, as you can see, I'm keeping that putter head moving on my line towards my target. I'm not getting short with it. I'm not getting stabby. I'm not letting that club head stop. It's basically low and slow. Really, the best way to get better at this, people, is to just keep practicing. One thing I've noticed that helps me with my start line is putting a line on my ball. I'm not sure how much of you are utilizing that, but I think it's extremely important to put a line across your ball, get that ball started on your line. I'm putting that line on where I want the ball to start. And then once I get up to it, it's easy to line my club face up to that line. It really takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. It's a lot easier to line up to that line than it is to just line up towards the hole if I'm not putting that line down at all. And then, like I said, people, just remember, we're taking the hands out of it. One thing I've also struggled with in the past is keeping my hands too low. As you can see, like this here, that's gonna really give me the tendency to kind of pull and push my putt. It's really hard to keep a consistent stroke when your hands are low. So a good tip that I've heard is to get your eyes over the ball. I'll show you a little bit what that looks like. You can see here my eyes are right at the ball and over the club head. And then I'm gonna kind of keep my shaft as upright as I can and get my wrist a little bit in this locked position like this. And then couple that with, like I was saying here, do the rotation of just the shoulders. Guys, I'm telling you, this tip has helped me a ton, and you're going to make so many more putts. So I'm gonna show you a little bit here like this. I'm getting my eyes over the ball, getting that shaft upright, almost so the heel is in the air a little bit. So my wrists are locked, just a rotation of my shoulders. I'm keeping that putter head moving on my line. You're gonna hold so many putts like this. And that's gonna wrap this one up, guys. I know this was a really quick video, but I just wanted to get some tips out there for you. A couple weeks ago, we did the short game chipping lesson, and I know a lot of people liked that. We're gonna go ahead and continue to do a few lessons along the way. The short game area is kind of the area where my game is best. So I'll take care of the chipping and the putting. We'll let Brant go ahead and teach one on the long irons and the driver. Brant's excellent at that part of the game, where I'm a little bit more of the short game maestro. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like, comment, let us know what you want to see. Like I said, we got some really big announcements coming up, and I'm really, really excited to share with you. If you guys are learning anything, let us know, man. We love to hear it. Thank you so much again. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.